Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys back with another action figure review. As you can see, I already took it out of its black casing knowing that it's from the same seller, of course. So, I know exactly what figure this is, and of course, technically you guys would know this first before I would as well. But we've got a really special figure in here, a figure I plan to kind of upgrade in a sense, do a little fix up, aka I would be making it double jointed at some point. Of course, I was about to say it gets caught on the package like it has been, but we've got the Entrance Greats Demon Finn Balor, the very first demon I've ever owned in my collection. And yes, it is technically incomplete. I don't have the headdress with it. But in all reality, to be honest with you, I can already tell you this is pretty damn mint on, just mint on arrival. I don't even see much, chipping in the knee pads, which is crazy. So even if he did mess around with this a little bit, I could not exactly tell you, but it is kind of neat seeing this in person, as this is a figure I've always wanted for the longest time, but never was able to maintain. And now that we've got the little waist dress thing taken off of him, we can take a good gander at this Finn Balor demon. One of my favorite demon attires. I can't exactly remember where he wore this, but of course this is pre-tattooed up Finn Balor, as his hands are plain. He doesn't have any of the tattoos like he does nowadays, but I plan to customize it a little bit and make it so, as Finn Balor with the Demon has never debuted in my Fed, so this is actually kind of a worthy pickup, definitely for the Fed. And as you can tell, he's passing the pose check, as everything is posing nice and well. And mind you, I do read the descriptions of these things. It's always nice to double check the joints though on a lot of these older figures, as you never know. I don't care about the arms too much, as I will be replacing them with Hurricane Legends Elite double jointed arms like I did with his other Elite that I have. Of course, it's got a different head scan as it is from a different era, but it's still got the same torso and stuff. So I feel like this will work wonders for what I have in mind with this potentially down the line. And either way, it's just nice to have this figure in hand. Of course, this little waist wrap, now kind of getting into it, he never took this off, which I'm not mad about. But it's actually pretty nice in hand. It's got a little interesting feel on it. I can't complain too much, it's just all red, which makes sense. He doesn't have too much red on his attire. Besides the front of the knee pads, it's mainly all in the face paint and body paint, as he's got all these little red markings. He's got the little bit of red on his face paint here. He's got some on his shoulders, and then the main portion of red is here on the back. Of course, if he had his headdress, there'd be a little bit of red there too, but I don't have it. Maybe I'll buy a random one off of eBay one of these days just to put on it, or maybe I'll find something and get a little creative with it. Never know with me. But with all that being said, why don't we get them all posed up? Alrighty, you guys, now that I've got them in the final pose, we've kind of got maybe a potential what if scenario, maybe a what if Finn Balor was able to overthrow Cody Rhodes for that DDW World Heavyweight Championship that he has in his hands. And maybe it could be a potential future. You never know. Maybe it won't be Cody Rhodes exactly. I just didn't feel like pulling out John Silver. But at the end of the day, what would I have to say about this Finn Balor? It's super clean, super mock. You've got all the little faces and stuff like that, the hands that appear on the chest, the demon, with all the wing details and stuff like that on it on the back. This is a pretty top tier figure in my opinion. Sadly, I don't have the headdress, which is okay. But at the end of the day, what would I have to rate this? What would I scale it on a 1 to 10 plus the star rating? So, in all honesty, especially with the potential I see in this, I could really see this Finn Balor becoming a potential solid 9 after customizing. But we're going to give him a good solid 8 for right now. And that's just because, based off the old standards, this is a really good figure. You could scale it at a 9. In all honesty, let's give it an 8.5. Just because I do really enjoy this figure. But at the end of the day, I do wish we kind of had a more modern Demon Finn Balor that wasn't just that ultimate, because I don't know how easy it is to find that ultimate, and even then it doesn't have all the updated tattoos. Either way, this is probably one of my more favorited ones. Got it on a deal with Fandango. Review was done first, so he should be posted first. Of course, the way I did also introduce this makes it seem like I would have had that review done anyway, so kind of ignore that comment, I guess. But what would I give him on the star rating? The good old Meltzer, 1 to 5 stars, the 1 to Young Buck. Well, as a OG of the Bullet Club, let alone the original leader of Bullet Club, that 8.5 has to registrate into at least a good solid 4.3. I'd say 4.5, but I feel like that registers more as a 9, so we'll just kind of leave that there. And with that all being said, there's not much else to say, so if you guys would like to, feel free to like the video. If you didn't like the video, well, womp womp, I guess. But if you did, feel free to check out some of my other action figure reviews, unboxings, and or pick fed content. Currently in the middle of doing some of that up right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the couple of retro reviews, and all I can say is there is technically one more coming, so if you're not into it, sorry not sorry. This one is also going to be kind of another one that's somewhat random, like the Fandango review. Some of you may understand that Finn Balor has some pretty important shish going on. And with all that being said, especially if you watch part 1, you would know that he is a #1 contender. So let's just say maybe he could debut this demon at Ladder War. Who knows? Either way, we're gonna sign out of here. So feel free to follow me on Instagram if you would like to, and if you would also like to, feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free to subscribe. And yeah, we're at 665 subs as of recording this right now, and also as of last looking. I haven't looked in about an hour. So with all that being said, feel free to try to help me out and get me up to 300 subs by the end of the year. That would be a great way to top that off. And if we can reach that even before then, I don't really have another goal in mind. Maybe we can come up with a number goal for 2025. But on that note, we are out of here. So have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I'm not next to you when you're watching this. So, deuces, ooses. Well,